start by round 4 here. Alright, we haven't missed anything. Let's go. Alright, so let's catch up here. We got Yang with a 2-star and No with a 2-star. We got Revenge with a 2-star God of War. So we're going to start things off with Yang. He seems to be the strongest for now. And all in on China. Alright, let's see. This is match point for China, so we will see. This is game 4. Team Peru keeping the exact same 4 players. Shaddix, Boyo, Sidori, Revenge. And Team China making 1 substitution. L will be coming out for Hua, keeping No, Yang, and Asu. So match point for China. 1 more win and they secure the tournament. But if Peru can upset China here and force a game 5, I would love to see it. So let's see. We're getting this game started here. Round 4. Wow, and this is an extremely high roll lobby. 2-star Sky, 2-star Sky, 2-star God, 1, 2, like half the lobby with upgrades. This is a high roll lobby so far. Looks like Shaddix is just gonna go ahead and sell everything and open fort, and Yang is just gonna open fort as well. So Shaddix and Yang will be opening this game. Why are we? Wait, he's opening with a Soul Breaker? He sells the Soul Breaker 2-star? What world am I living in? When I get a Soul Breaker 2-star, I'm trying to win streak. When Yang gets a Soul Breaker 2-star, he sells it? Guys, I don't know how to play this game. I need to watch Team China more because I don't know how to play. Clearly, that makes 0 sense to me. But hey, I'm not one to doubt China whatsoever. So wow, that was strange, very strange. I've never seen someone sell a 2-star Soul Breaker round 4 ever. That makes actually is just completely contradictory with everything I know about this game. So that's a first for everything here. So we're gonna start with Sidori, and yeah, he's chilling with this Skybreaker with a pulse and chilling with 300. Yeah, have you guys ever saw a Soul Breaker sell by round 4? That is just crazy. He thought maybe he can't win streak, but Soul Breaker was probably the best upgrade from the field. Honestly, Soul Breaker was the best 2-star in the whole game. Not the whole game, but the whole early game at least. So he could have surely win streak if he wanted to. So I don't know. I mean, he has a game plan. I think the call was just for him to open fort. I think they said, "Do you want to open? Do you want to open? Do you want to open?" And he's just like, "Oh, all right, I'll open. I'll sell my upgrade." I think that's probably what it came down to. But there we go. Someone wanted to see pandas, and here we got Boyo with the round 6 Emberblade. Even has that shadow edge on it with 3 assassins. So maybe we're gonna have to rely on some crazy panda RNG to secure this victory for Team Peru. Which, I mean, panda's panda. It can always just get out of control high road. And Emberblade by round 6 is a great start to that kind of panda high road game. I actually want to stay on board with Boyo. What if he gets a 2-star Ember before round 10? Panda equals free win? Not necessarily. We've seen many players high roll the Emberblade early and never 2-star it and just go out in the bottom 4. So it really depends how the RNG gods favor Boyo here. If the RNG Panda Man gods give him the Ember 2, then sure, he can top 3 this game. But if he just holds on to the 1-star Ember, then yeah, it's just a gamble you take. You don't understand Panda stuff? Panda is just an RNG comp. You put in Panda and you pray to get your upgrades. So this is why you don't see it you don't see it too often in competitive, because it's just too reliant on luck. But that's the name of auto chess sometimes. Sometimes you need a little bit of luck to win. So nothing wrong with relying on luck. The best panda build? Yeah, probably 6 Beast Panda or 4 Shaman Panda. I don't think Goblin Panda. Goblin Panda is good, but too many people in this level at this level able to play Divinity Mage, so I wouldn't be playing Goblins. That comp we definitely don't see here. Like, no one's playing Goblins. And speaking of pandas, Yang, the open forter, finds his own Emberblade. This is crazy. So we haven't seen pandas be played at all, and we're seeing double Emberblade when it matters the most in game 4. So things have gotten interesting here. Things have gotten very, very interesting. So we'll have to see who will be the first to Emberblade. Oh, this is Yang. I kind of wanted to stay with Boyo here. Oh, and Boyo going down to Dory here. Dory actually always does a good job of staying healthy. He's always at the top, potentially fighting for that win streak. Okay, so Panda Proc coming in, gets the brew, so at least he's hitting the Panda, at least, right? But we're actually going to jump on board with Sidori here, looking to go on this win streak into round 10. Yep, it's just running that 2 Cave Clan, Skybreaker front line, and the Sniper is going to go ahead and put that Pulse Staff on the Shining Archer, just to get that stun a little bit. And look at that, he has an egg on the bench. It's actually going to opt to level to really try to keep the streak now. Repositioning, so there we go. Yang, who's still opening for now, but actually, so he sells a 2-star Soulbreaker round 4 and refines a 2-star Soulbreaker. What is that? That is kind of absurd, isn't it? So he basically found 2 2-star Soulbreakers. How does that happen? What? So he high rolled round 4 and still kind of like high rolled it, right? It was Yang who sold that off, right? I think it was Yang, right? I'm almost certain it was Yang who sold it. So there we go. That actually happening right now. When in doubt, Shining Archer? Yeah, Shining Archer seems to be really strong right now, especially the 2-star. Yeah, Yang sold it. Yeah, so Yang sold the 2-star soul and found it again. That is just absurd. I don't know how that happens. I mean, to be fair, it's a 1 cost, but I mean, it's hard to find upgrades sometimes, so I don't know. Alright, so it looks like Sidori is going to maintain that streak and go ahead and put in, he picked 2 humans up. So maybe hoping to find another human, but doesn't find it, so going to go ahead and sell things off just to get himself up to 20 gold here. So Shining Archer 2-star is a great upgrade, so Sidori may just try to look to maintain the streak. Yeah, and it looks like the openings did change, so maybe the call, once Yang found the Ember Blade, he said, hey, maybe I can come back into this with Ember. But wow, Boyo, we said Panda Hyro could happen, and he has all 3 pandas by round 10. I'll be honest, guys, last time I seen 3 Panda Man by round 10, it usually means 3-star Ember Blade. It doesn't necessarily 100% mean 3-star Ember. But round 10 3 Panda Man is very, very, very good odds. So it really depends on how fast he embers. Yeah, the panda procs are coming. So we'll jump back on board with Boyo. Just be aware that he does have 3 Panda Man. So for now, Sidori, it looks like he will be giving up his streak over to Shaddix perhaps. Or Revenge. Actually looks like it's Revenge instead. So yeah. Actually, no, he's actually going to keep his streak against Revenge. Revenge only putting in the source. So making sure he does next to no damage with two red axes here. So yep, Revenge is just gonna take the L here. Looks like Hua also playing against No. Hua's going to keep the streak here. At least we're gonna see a game 5 of the Panda carries him. Yeah, but you gotta remember, it's still a team game. So if Boyo wins, but the other teammates aren't able to hold their own, then China can still win this one. But as it stands, it's looking good for Peru. So Peru has Boyo with 3 Panda Man, Sidori with 100%ing, and Revenge at 91. So as things stands, it's looking solid. So Sidori is gonna go ahead, push the pace to level 7. Hua's also going to go to 7, so is No. But everyone's trying to break Sidori's streak here. They gotta stop the Shining Archer. And I love how active of a game they play. They're constantly repositioned. That means they're aware of who they might play. So this is just auto chess, always at the highest level. So it looks like Sidori will be securing the continued win streak here. And Shaddix looks like he's looking to set up a little bit of Feather Tier. Yep, has the Whisper Seer Warpwood upgrade. We might be seeing a little bit of Feathered Assassin action from the open fort. And vamos Peru. Yeah, Peru doing very good right now. So we know Sidori's win streaking. Let's actually check up on No. He finds himself on a 5-win streak and very similar comps to Sidori, but the main difference is the 4 Cave Clan front line. So this is probably a bit better front line than Sidori has right now. They both have the Shining Archer 2-star. They both have Agrises. So yeah, if No and Sodori play, it might go over to No here. So let's see if these guys face off. Oh, facing off against Hua first. And looks like Hua is running human mages with some mechs here. So is it gonna be Hua who stops the streak first? No. Actually, Flame Wizard may get there. Flame Wizard OP! It even had the Goblin buff to survive. So now, Hua taking the streak away from No. And No actually committed a ton of gold there. So I don't know if they knew they were playing each other. But, hey, Hua, he risked it to try to maintain the streak. And now has to find a way to get his economy back on track. Because he's only going to be at 7. So that's tough. That's a very tough situation. So let's go ahead and... I'm checking up on Boyo's pandas. He doesn't have the Ember just yet, but does have a pair. So one more Ember Blade and he does get that powerful 2-star. Does Yang have a pair? Yes, Yang also have a pair of Ember Blades. So both panda players very close to that carry 2-star. But we're gonna actually jump back on board with Sodori since he is still streaking. And remember guys, in game 2, Sodori 100%ed into round 15. And Peru won that game. So is this going to be a similar storyline with Sodori streaking to 15, securing the victory for Peru? We'll see. We will see. But scratch that. No is actually going to break the streak. I kind of cast a curse in there a little bit. My bad, Dori. But hey, still pretty healthy at 89 HP. No just had 6 hunters. So the hunters were just doing a little bit more damage there for No. So looks like Hua, look at that, making sure he's playing a proper auto chess here with 6 human on a creep round. Only has the Flame Wizard 2-star, so is this actually going to be creep round? I have seen the cases where you put in the 6 human for the books and then you end up losing the creep round. So I'm actually going to be interested to see if he wins here. Is this enough front line? It's no mage, so it's not too much. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, never mind. When did he have the Ripper too? I did not see that. Okay, he definitely has enough front line. I didn't catch the Ripper. So yeah, Hua wins here. He get his books. It looks like we will be seeing a knight team this time. Looks like Azu's running 6 knights. We actually haven't really looked at the comps. I've been caught up with the pandas. So we'll look at them at 20. Why not? But yeah, Azu is running 6 knights for now. Shattuck's feathered. And I'm going to jump on board with Boyo. I feel like Boyo's about to get that Ember Blade. Let's go. So Boyo gets the Thunder Trace 2-star first instead. So he wanted the Ember, but hey, getting the Thunder Trace kind of helps. Oh, he gets the egg. So surely you egg the Ember. Yes, doesn't even double think it. So there we go. I had a hunch he was going to get the 2-star there and right on time. So it's going to go ahead and put in... He has 4 beasts, so 4 beasts, oh, 3 beasts, never mind. He could do 4 beasts, but rather have Assassin instead. So we got Beast, Ember Blade 2-star versus Yang's Ember. One running Assassins, one running a little bit of Beast with Sins, but the main difference is the 2-star Ember Blade. So surely, Boyo is looking to go on a streak here. So Boyo just slightly ahead. Yang? Where's Yang at? Yang also finally found his 3rd Panda Man, but like we saw here in the mirror match, does not have the Ember 2. So we could take a peek over at Yang for a second here, and Yang finally gets his own Ember 2-star. So there we go. There's 2 players this lobby. We didn't see pandas in any other games, and this time we have 2 players with the Ember 2-star. So this is gonna be crazy to see what comps they go. Looks like they're both considering the 6 beast variant though, so they will be contested there. Yeah, we could take a look at Shattuck's here. He was one of the players open 40, and he's trying to make the comeback with Feathered Sins. So we did see Feathered Sins win a game, but it was more from ahead. So Ember Blade gets to OT there, but you gotta take down this tanky Warpwood Sage. And Yang is actually going to take a decent shot himself. So down to 32 HP, even with the Ember Blade. Just the feather misses. Good enough there. Alright, good news for Shaddix. Finds that Shadow Crawler. Even the Shining. So now Feathered Sins is online. Just has to drop it. There we go. So Shaddix has some potential. He's just going to have to work towards those 3-star assassins now. We're actually going to jump on board with Asu, who finds himself on the 6 win streak. How many stacks on the Avenge? 60 stacks. I mean, it could work. The items are pretty solid. Good amount of attack speed. Just missing that ideal frantic mask for the lifesteal. But hey, can't complain. It's still solid items. Oh, is Hua keeping 6 human? Yeah, so Hua's running 6 human. This is actually kind of scary. So 6 humans in the hands of Hua. That's going to be level 12 perhaps. So it was looking good for Peru, but now things are kind of slowly shifting towards Team China here. We got Asu streaking and Hua with 6 human. Yeah, the tides are kind of turning. Yeah, so Dory, he falls. So he was once at 100% and it's fall down to nearly half his health now. So dangerous game. Now it looks like Boyo is ahead for Peru. So wow. I thought Peru was surely gonna be a little bit stronger towards this mid game, but things have changed. I see human I like. Yeah, Asu and Hua are looking to just close this game out for China here. And what's interesting is Peru was such a... They really leaned on Knights for a lot of their games. In the set that they 3-0'd Russia in the semifinals, I believe they played Knights every single game. And now we have it where it's 2 games back to back where Team Peru has no Knight players. So I really think Peru ideally wanted to have at least 1 player going Knights, but some games you just don't roll them. So kind of happens. Yeah, we don't know exactly what Sodori was going. He was running that mech comp for a little bit, just for the early game, but it looks like he is trying to go some kind of Agrisis Hunter. Has 600 with a sniper and shining carry for now. Let's go ahead and look at the comp. So Hua is just looking to just steamroll this lobby with 6 humans. So kind of crazy. This is the first time we see 6 human in this set. We got Boyo with 6 beasts, Emberblade 2-star online. So this is Boyo. This is the hope for Peru. Boyo has to win this one. No is going 600 as well. Not sure on the transition just yet, but with the DK, looks like the DK build. DK Agrisis, I mean. Real quickly, Asu running Glacial Knights, Sodori running Hunter for now. Revenge, Divinity Mage. So last game we saw 4 mages. This game we see 1 Divinity Mage. Shaddix, Feathered Sins, and Yang with 6 Beast Ember as well. So 2 Beast players, 2 Hunters, 2 mages, 1 Divinity, 1 human, and 1 Knights. So those are pretty much the comps this game. A fair amount of diversity. Only really 2 players contesting each. So pretty balanced here. But let's stay on board with Boyo. Let's see this Emberblade in action. Has to face off against his teammate here though. So hopefully not dishing too much damage to Shaddix, because Shaddix is pretty low. So Emberblade goes off, wiping a good amount of the board here. It's gonna ulti again. But actually Feathered actually pretty good into this build, huh? This is the second time we see Feathered be good. I wonder if the ability from Emberblade can actually miss. It seems like it can, because it's not clearing the units like it can. Yeah, maybe Feather like low-key counter to this Ember. Yeah, I mean, if the Shadow Edge procs on its ability, then surely it can miss as well. Yeah, I want to say it does. I'm not 100%, but based off that fight, I feel like it does. So let's jump on board with Yang. He's down to 18. With crazy enough with his own Emberblade. So down to 18 HP? This doesn't seem right. He wanted to put in Glacial, but it's rather keep the Doom 2-star instead. So Emberblade versus Emberblade. Both have 6 beasts, but one has a Doom too. Oh, you know the main difference? Yang completely gave up on Panda Man. So Yang is just going to rely on a 2-star Emberblade to get the job done. Boyo is still going to try to work towards that level 3 Ember. Emberblade mirror match. These guys are just going at it. How do the items look? Hey, this one's a bit tankier, so I think Boyo gets there. No, scratch that. It's actually gonna be Yang taking it. So these players are getting pretty low. Let's check back in with Sodori here. So Sodori started this early game so strong, 100%ing for so long. But now we have an idea what he's looking to transition into. So usually 600 goes into like a 6 Aegrises. We've seen 600 into Insectoid. But this time around, Sodori is looking to go 6 Hunter into 5 Dragons. So he found the Frostblade Dragons. He has a pair of Torts. But he's on a 5 win streak down to 40. This is a dangerous situation here. He needs to find the Wizards. And he have 5 Dragons. You kind of do need Dragonite as well to help carry. But Dragonite seems to be contested this game. One of the Aegrises players is going to go DK. The Knights might pick up DK. So I'm not sure if he is going to be able to find it. And here we go. No is going to do a good amount of damage to Sodori. He's going to fall down to 28 HP even with Priest on the board. So Sodori's got to get something to turn around here. Oh, but Yang's still falling to Shadow, so Yang down to 11. How the heck is he down to 11 with Panda? I guess that happens. Oh, and I was just mentioning the DK, but Sodori finds it. Goes ahead and exit Tortilla, so he now is just going to put in all the Dragons. So going to do 5 Dragons without Wizards. So going to go ahead and reposition, make sure the Tort, Siren. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so these 6 units, alright, I don't know which 6 units, but these 3 are at least gonna spawn here. So has to go up against his teammate Boyo. Let's see how Dragons can fare into the Panda. But that Python was huge there. Emberblade gets the ulti again, and wow, Beast Panda OP. Yeah, Sodori falling to 17. But we're gonna stick on board here. That was probably just an unfavorable matchup there. So maybe the Dragons can fare better into a different comp. But at least he did manage to get 5 Dragons. So we haven't seen 5 Dragons too much. Last time we seen 5 Dragons in the World Cup, it was a 5 Dragon 6 Mage 4 Divinity comp. So this is slightly different, getting it done with 4 Aegrises this time. So Hua seems to still be going with the 6 human for now. He's on the hunt for his own Tortilla Elder. He has a pair, but not quite 2-star just yet. You think he should have stayed 6 Aegrises? I don't know. I don't mind the call. I think 5 Dragons can be a very strong comp. The only one that seems to really struggle with 5 Dragons would be the Knights would be a good matchup against Dragons. But hey, Sodori knows what he's doing. He's just trying to make the best of what he saw in the shop, and 5 Dragons was his pick, so he has to stick to it. So is gonna go ahead and roll down here. Maybe potentially find the DK2. There it is, DK and a Siren. Is he gonna go for the Siren? Go ahead and put it on the bench. Nope, not gonna bother keeping the. So he doesn't want to keep Aegrises. The Aegrises is just a transition for now. Because if he wanted to keep Aegrises, he would have grabbed the Soul Reaper. So it looks like he wants to get out of it. So how low will Sodori go? So yeah, drops Aegrises and puts in Siren. So has to face off against his teammate Shaddix here. So Boyo dealt a big amount of damage to Sodori. Now Shaddix might do the same. Is this gonna be 17? This might be 17. No, it's gonna go down to 2 HP for Sodori. So back-to-back teammates dishing out tons of damage. So you wish you knew you were playing each other there, but sometimes you just don't know. So Sodori down to 2 HP, 5 Dragons. Can it turn things around? Yang also down to 11, but he's been down to 11 for a while here. So we're gonna stay on board here. He did manage to find the Doom 2-star. Picks up another Doom. Alright, strange egg for the DK. Surely you have to egg the DK here. There's nothing you have to. Alright, maybe you don't have to, but down to 2 HP. Going up against Asu, who is at the top on a 5 win streak. Is this gonna hold? It's gonna be Avenge Knight versus Dragons, and Knights are already favored into Dragons. So I think Sildori will be falling here in 8th place. So just a little bit unlucky there. Had such a dominant start too, so I'm not sure where it went so wrong for Sildori. He somewhat high rolled the early, but mid to late game just all fell apart, unfortunately. So just a bit unlucky there. So we know Sildori, phenomenal player. He's won plenty of games in the World Cup, so it just happens to be one of those games, and unfortunately comes on game 4 for him. So unlucky. So we're actually gonna jump on board. Oh, check this out. Boyo actually has a 2 Ember Blade 2-stars, so very close to the 3-star Ember for Boyo. But we're actually gonna chill with Yang here since he is down to 11. So yeah, even though Sildori got an 8th, this is not over for Peru. Not over. We still got Boyo in the mix. Alright, so Yang did push to level 10. We're seeing some very early 10s here. So 10 for Boyo and Yang. I guess it's Panda. Panda does help you level a lot, huh? So Yang going up against his teammate No here. Yeah, it looks like Panda's really showing up now. What are the items on this? Yeah, a little bit more attack speed, some lifesteal as well. So Yang, he's been at 11 for a while now. I'm surprised he's not on a win streak for himself. How is No doing against Shaddix? Looks like he will fall, but very slightly to the Shadow Crawler. And pretty solid items, tons of attack speed, tons of lifesteal for Shaddix. Yeah, even goes on a 5 win streak. Let's actually jump on board with him, see how close he is to that 3-star, and he found it. Oh no, he needs one more. Oh, I thought it was a 1-star. So he's 1 Shadow Crawler away from helping Peru make this comeback. So 25 HP, 3 gold, it's possible. It is possible. But we're gonna jump back on board with No here, down at the bottom with 6 Agresses, 5 Hunter. So this is not an ideal situation. Depending who he plays, he might go out here, and yeah, Yang will be knocking out No here. Ember Blade's just gonna wipe these boys out. So yeah, this is 8th place for Peru, but 7th place for China. So this game's still dead even. So yeah, 5 Hunter is not gonna get there for you, especially against a full 6Vs. So yeah, No will be dropping here. And Shaddix actually dropping to Revenge. What is Revenge playing again? Divinity. Okay, so round 30, everyone gets a bit of a break. But we're all eyes. If we're gonna go to a game 5, it's gonna be between Shaddix and Revenge. We know surely Boyo is likely to top 3 because he does have Panda with Beast. But Revenge and Shaddix have to outlive Yang and Asu here. And Yang, there he is. I said he should be on a win streak, and yeah, finds himself on this 5 win streak here. But I almost low-key want to chill with Shaddix. He's 1 away from the Shadow, so I want to see if he finds it. Because I don't think Yang's going to get knocked. Boyo will kill his teammate because his build's very strong. True that, so round counting probably more important than ever right now to make sure you don't kill each other. But it's tough to do because sometimes if your opponent plays your copy, you want to do damage to him as well. So is going to go ahead and pick up that Infused Mass. It's going to be really good against the Knights from Asu. So there we go. He is a believer of the bench rolling. So gonna skip the Sirens, prioritizing everything in one last row. Oh, double egg! So this is why you don't combine. So he has the... What did he sow? What did he sow? He sold a Taboo Witcher. So he gave up... Oh, the 5-head plays by Shaddix here. Recognizing there's a Taboo Witcher in the shop. Sells his upgraded Taboo Witcher. Double eggs the Shadow Crawler, and then puts 6 Feather back in, because 2-star Taboo Witcher, it's nice to have, but not as nearly as essential as a 3-star Shadow Crawler. So big brain plays for Shaddix, and he needed the 3-star, and he needed it ASAP, because Knights, he needed it here. And huge come up there. Shadow Crawler is surely gonna help Peru get right back into this one. Yeah, that was extreme 5-head there. Big props to Shaddix. And now Revenge finds himself at 10. So there we go, the Soul Divinity Mage player, just struggling just a little bit. Who actually, I bet you it was Boyo. It was actually Hua. So Hua's already at level 11. We haven't kept too much of an eye on him. So Hua level 11 with 5 dragons. No longer running human anymore. Does not want to make it to 12. Just wants to chill at 11 with 5 dragons, 4 divinities, 6 mage. So this is a build we saw be so strong in some other World Cup matches, and Hua already chilling with it. So very impressive. He might just win with that, honestly. But we're keeping an eye on Revenge. Can he not take 10 damage? And it's gonna be Yang. So level 11 Hua knocking out his own teammate there. And Revenge taking Asu down to 9. Oh, this game 4 is sweaty. This is going down to the wire here. This is not dominant whatsoever here. But actually, if Shaddix can outlive Asu, then GG, Peru Force. Actually, wait, what am I saying? Shaddix will outlive Asu. Asu does not have an Avenge. He just got the Avenge 2-star. Let's check the stacks there. 220. Oh wait, it looks like he was bench rolling. Never mind, he's had this 2-star. So 225 stacks, 1 away from the Avenge Knight, but has to face off against Hua. So Hua just knocked out Yang. Is he gonna knock out his teammate Asu here? And he is. So Hua, such a dominant human start, actually cost a match for China. So this is what can happen when one of your players high rolls a little too hard. He knocked out Team China. So game 5, we are going there, boys and girls. 3 Chinese players in the bottom 4. So GG, Peru doing just enough. And this was Hua. Hua knocked out Yang and Asu. So MVP, Hua for Team Peru. Wow. But big props. Shaddix survived. Honestly, the big brain play from Shaddix probably was a big decider. So literally what he did there helped him survive and secure the victory. This one could have been a more head-to-head who would have won first, but since Shaddix outlived the other 2 players with that 3-star, that secured it for Peru. So it wasn't just Hua messing up, killing his own teammates. It was still Peru playing a very strong, well-played game. So we will be getting a game 5. So I was just being very optimistic. I wanted to see a game 5. And Hua just surrendering. Hua's like, get out of here. I could have won this game, but let's just go to game 5. So there we go. We're not even gonna finish this one out. Yeah, matchup RNG. Wow. Peru hanging in there. And I kind of low-key wanted to see this 3-star Emberblade from Boyle. I wanted to see the matchup between Emberblade and that dragon at the end. But we got kind of cheated out of the late game, unfortunately. But, hey, game 4 going to Peru. So, it comes down to the very end here. This is crazy. So, and we didn't crash. That's actually bad news. That means we might crash during the late game. So fair warning, it could happen. We didn't crash at the beginning of this one, so I'm kind of nervous. It's gonna be the final battle, 1v1 China Peru, and we're gonna crash. I'm gonna cry if that happens, but it might. Just be prepared, guys. It literally can happen. It's not my fault. It's Drodo's fault. Okay, blame Drodo. How many people on each team? 4 players on each team. This is the final game, game 5. Peru sticking with the exact same 4 players that's been battling it through this whole time. Shaddix, Boyle, Sodori, Revenge, and China making some substitutions. They're bringing back L. And I think the rest are pretty much the same. Asu, Hua, No played the last game. It's just L, who's been really came to play for China. Yeah, L is from Death Note, yes. I'm pretty sure he's doing it from the Death Note character. But if China is gonna win, I would imagine L would have to have a pretty strong game here. Hashtag blame Drodo. Yeah, blame Drodo if we crash in the finals, okay? It's not my fault. There's nothing I can do. I don't control the stability of the client. My computer is plenty powerful enough to run this and some, so it's not me. It is not me. So 2-star Aegis' Ranger coming out for Shaddix here. That's good news. I don't know why the mod stopped that. I didn't see anything too bad. So Aegis' Ranger 2-star coming out. What kind of items does he have right now? Alright, a little bit of a hammer. No wooden club though. Usually you want a little bit of attack speed if you want to make this Aegis Ranger a bit stronger, but we will see. Everyone should be tanking Hua for game 5. Yeah, no, I mean, I still think Peru would have won that because they would have outlived China there. Peru was looking very strong. Boyo was strong position and Shaddix was in a strong position. So I still think Peru would have won, but it just happened to come a little earlier. So let's see, round 4. So this lobby not as high roll. The last game we saw like 5 players with 2 stars. This time it's just gonna be 2 players with 2 stars, and one is gonna go ahead and open fort. It's gonna be Hua. So last game he went on the crazy 6 human win streak. This time he will be open forting, and I think this might be his 2nd or 3rd game opening. And this time we have Sodori opening. So I don't think we've seen Sodori open at all in this set. So it's just his turn to do it. Sodori is more than capable to come from the open fort, so he didn't have the best game 4, but this is game 5 where it all matters. So it doesn't matter anything that happened prior to this. This is where everything is on the line.
I've heard that there's a place.
So we're gonna stick with Shaddix for a little bit here. He's actually not gonna level here. He's thinking about it. He's considering selling the warp or keeping the warp. Alright, so he's actually not going to. He's gonna just stay at 4, put in a 2nd swordsman. And wow, Asu, what are these high rolls? 2-star dwarf sniper, 2-star shining archer by round 5? What? I mean, this is great news if you're rooting for Team China, because that is a strong early game. And L hitting the Thunder Trace by round 5. So another Panda game for L potentially. Not for L, but for this game at least. So it's not that Ember Blade, but Thunder Trace is still 2 Panda. So it looks like, yeah, it looks like the Hyro hacks have been activated for this final game. Wow, 2 Panda and then this Hyro Hunters here. China must use bug? No, I don't think so. I don't think Drodo would actually like influence the roles or anything like that. But yeah, RNG Drodo. I mean, yeah, I don't know. This is just the regular RNG. This could happen if it was any team. This could have happened to Team Peru, but I mean, this is still, I don't know. Sniper 2 start is just so strong. So has to face off against Revenge, but looks like the 2 stars will help secure it there. So surely, I think Asu goes on a win streak for now. I don't see anything stopping this. So he's gonna go ahead and opt to put in Cave Clan over the 2-star Unicorn, get that extra 150 HP. And we can stay on board with Asu. He's still gonna be streaking for now. Yeah, but L, look at this. He has Panda, but he's also kind of picking up Knights, so maybe not really relying on Panda. He might actually just end up going Avenge Knight carry. Alright, so facing Sodori here, so easily gonna maintain his health for now. Human Panda? That'd be kind of crazy actually. I have seen that quite a couple times. Alright, so Asu's in a good position to streak. Is he gonna try to push the lobby and go to level 6, or does he feel comfortable keeping his economy for now? I guess no one's on a streak, so you're not really in a position to break a streak. Yeah, maybe it's just better to keep eco. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, and look at this, Shaddix with his own Sniper 2. So there we go. At least the high rolls are happening on both sides. So yep, both the snipers are both the 2-star snipers on each side, but one has a Mealstorm, one only has a club. So the Mealstorm is a way better item than a club. So yeah, so Shaddix in a great position to win streak. Yeah, has the Cave Clan, has the Aegrises. I don't think you can ask for anything more right now in this early game. Maybe 4 Cave or something like that. Well, there we go. Shaddix, I don't think he had it. Actually, no. Shaddix, he did great last game. He was the player that did the 5-head Shadowcrawler play. So yeah, looking to really show up in this last game as well. Is he not leveling? Are we DC'd right now? It's round 9. Okay, playing. Oh, there we go. Playing his teammate, so didn't want to do too much damage. I love to see it. So that makes sense. So normally you would always level there, but hey, at least he gets to keep 20. So he's just super Rico in this game. So Shattuck continues with the 5-head plays. Let's go. It looks like both the loose streakers get their streak snapped by round 9. So yeah, I feel like they should get used to getting their streak snapped. So it's become almost common to play an open fort without a proper loss streak. So it's kind of crazy. But this happens all the time. They always break their streaks. So surely Shaddix looks to level here. He's at 25 gold. He increases his odds of 3 costs if he levels, but he's not gonna level. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. He has a plan. Oh, you know what the plan is? He probably, I guess it doesn't matter. I was gonna say maybe he want to stay low level because he recognizes he plays maybe Sodori next, but he could just take the units out. So I don't know. Probably still would have leveled there, right? He has another, yeah, exactly. But I just figured he could just take the units out, right? But that's alright. Yeah, regardless, I think he is gonna be playing Dori here. Yep, he didn't decide to level. You know what? It's a good thing he didn't level. He's just ecoing instead. Because if he would have spent the 4 gold there, he wouldn't have been at 30. So I don't know. Yeah, he's just ecoing. Shaddix is just on the hyper eco plan right now. So it looks like he will be facing off against Sodori here. So it looks like he wants to give up the streak to Dori, because Dori has a sniper. Oh, scratch that. So Dori is gonna let Shaddix have the streak for now. So yeah, there we go. So I guess there wasn't really a streak to hand over, so it would be better to keep Shaddix. And Shaddix actually has a ton of gold right now. He's gonna go up to 40 something here. But the thing is, now he should probably just go to 7. So he has all this gold, but surely he wants to keep the streak. Alright, so now he finds himself on a 5 streak. Does go to level 6. Is he gonna go up even one more level? I mean, I guess he doesn't have too much to add, so yeah, level 6 it is for now. No one pushing to 7. So we usually see a couple people push to 7 a little early, but this time they're playing it a bit more patient this time. So we're gonna stick with Shaddix for a little bit. Alright, playing against his teammate Boyo. Boyo has 4K clan with hunters, but no Aegrises. Is the sniper 2 gonna be enough? The Shining Archer is gonna stun out the sniper here though. Yeah, sniper stunned. So it's gonna be on this Aegis' carry to do the damage. Oh, and it looks like oh, is sniper oh, this is gonna be close. Oh, if the sniper didn't get stunned, surely Shaddix would have kept the streak, but hey, at least he gave the gold to Boyo. The swordsman too would have surely kept the streak as well. But things are looking pretty good in this early game for Team Peru. Shaddix at 98, Boyo at 97. So looking good so far. But we did see Peru get off to a strong start and kind of falter a little in the, or fall a little bit in the mid game, but still ended up winning. So it's still good news if you guys are rooting for Peru right now. So it's actually, we'll jump over with Boyo for a little bit. So Boyo's still rocking this 4 cave clan. Where are the items at? So it looks like he's running Shadow Edge on the lava. So interesting, he's running 3 hunter for now, but not trying to go hunters based off these items. Maybe based on his bench, maybe trying to go 6 beasts. I know it's kind of a stretch with only these beast units here, but maybe 6 beasts with a melee carry, either Doom or Venomancer perhaps. What does Viva mean anyways? Viva Peru means like long live Peru. Like Viva Peru. Yeah, long live Peru basically. It, like the literal definition of Viva means live or to live. So it's just long live Peru. It's just an expression. Alright, I see Revenge here with the Tortilla. Does have a pole staff. But we're gonna chill here with Boyo. Facing off against Asu, who is running, it's not 6 hunter, but it is Cave and Aegis' hunter for now. So we've been seeing a lot of hunters come out in this set. It seems to be a good little transition for a lot of comps. But looks like Poyo will be falling here, but he's okay. He wasn't on a streak. He's still at 40 gold, so he's kind of chilling. So it is round 15, so let's go ahead and take a look at these comps to see if we can get an idea of what they're thinking of playing. So Shaddix is running Hunter and Cave. No clear direction just yet. Could be Aegrisis perhaps. He did get that Ghost Kid, so let's put him at 6 Aegrisis for now. Boyo is running Cave. Let's put him at Beast, I'm assuming. So maybe Beast with a melee carry based off those items. No is running Divinity Lava Shaman. So we haven't seen Divinity Lava Shaman at all, but he's on his way to that 3-star. So there we go, Divinity Lava for No. We got Revenge with Divinity Mage because he has a Tortilla already. Asu running Hunters, but has Kira. So maybe thinking a little bit of Insects perhaps out of Hunters. Hua running Feathered Sins because he has Shadow Crawler 2-star already. L is looking to run Knights but still has Panda. But surely once he gets the Avenge 2, he'll just commit to Knights. And so Dory with the open 4 into Hunter for now. So not a super clear direction just yet for Dory. But it is Hunter for now. So the majority are still in Hunters for the most part. But yeah, someone said they haven't seen Insects at all. Maybe see a little bit of Insecto here. Yeah, for now, we had a lobby, I believe it was game 2, where there was 5 Divinity, 4 of those were Mages. This time around, we only have 1 Mage player, and that's Revenge with Divinity Mage. And that's actually great news for Revenge because that Tortilla is not going to be very contested. So he will have an easier time finding that 2-star carry. Alright, Revenge going up against Asu here. Surely that Tortilla is going to wipe everything, and it does there. Just, yeah, it goes again with the reset from the Soul Devourer. A little bit of refresher action going on. Oh, now the picture's getting a bit more clear for the story. So he's definitely considering a feathered comp. So it might be like a 9 feathered with Wizards, perhaps. Or maybe Feathered Sins. Actually, maybe Feathered Sins. I like that. Contesting Hua's Feathered Sins. So even if he does end up going out, maybe it's just a little bit of grief to one of the stronger players as well. So who should we take a look at here? Anyone streaking? No one's streaking. Let's jump on board with Hua. He has a 2-star Shadow and that 2-star Abyssal. It's just currently running 3 Dragon Assassins. There you go. A little bit of Dragon Sins. All the items are on the Shadow Crawlers and double Frantic Mask coming out. So tons of life steal, tons of attack speed. So let's see how these Dragon Assassins are going up against Asu here. And going up against Hunters, so yeah, Assassins pretty good into Hunters for now, especially when they're upgraded. So yeah, critting away that sniper carry. And Hua looking good on a 3-win streak for now. Let's see how the 2 loose streakers are playing against each other right now. L and Dory. Looks like Dory did get that 3-star Warped Sage. And looks like L got the 2-star Avenge Knight. Only 40 stacks to the Avenge Knight right now, but better late than never to start stacking it. But yeah, 3-star Warpwood is one of the core units that you need for Feathered Assassins, so yeah, great start to the Sidori comeback. And he even found himself an Abyssal Crawler 2-star. There we go. 6 feathered, so we didn't know exactly where he was headed, but he's pretty clear right now. 6 feathered Sins. And the Warpwood surviving just enough, so Sidori takes no damage there for the draw. Perfect situation there. And yeah, this Avenge Knight item is not ideal. I like the lifesteal, because Avenge Knight needs lifesteal to live, but no attack speed, no armor, no shadow edge, no frantic. So he's going to have to really rely on surviving to more creep rounds. But for now, let's jump on board with Sidori. What kind of items does he have? So Frantic Mass on the Abyssal, armor on the Warpwood, and Whole Staff on the Shining for now. So we're seeing a 9, is this 9 mage? No, this is not 9 mage. This is just Divinity Mage coming out for Revenge. So the only time we get to see 9 mages was the one time Team China decided to run it. But hey, at least we did get to see it. So can the Warped survive? Nah, Tortilla is gonna wipe, so Dory falling just a little bit more. And did Shattuck start his transition? No. I mean, he's picking up the Lord. He has a Doom as well, and the Shadow Edge. Some of you guys thinking insects? It's possible. He definitely has the health and the eco to make it happen. And it's kind of a common strategy. We see early hunters into insects. And insects are so powerful. Definitely can win at any point. But it looks like Asu is considering insects as well. Has a pair of Venomancer and that Thorn. So Asu, let's go ahead and jump on board with him. He actually sold everything off here. It is round 19. So more than likely facing off against a teammate. Maybe Asu versus who? Maybe L perhaps. Yeah, it looks like L. Yeah, L. So yeah, making sure L gets the Avenge Knight stacks at least, you know? Zath, why people prefer Shining over Wind Ranger in 6 Feather? The stun. The stun just got buffed and it's just so powerful. So Wind Ranger does a lot of damage, but Shining Archer is cheaper and honestly stronger. So Shining Archer and can combo with Grim Touch. So it's like a good thing you can combo with before. You used to do Grim Touch to combo with Warp and Shining. But now you can just do Grim Touch to combo with Shining at least. So it's just better overall. Has more like combo potential and stuff. And it's cheaper. It's just better. It's just the preferred unit in Feathered. You could also do Scryer over Shining if you find it. But until then, Shining Archer is definitely the go-to. So 100% Asu is thinking Insectoid here. So Thorn Predator, Lord of Sand, and double Venomancer. So Asu is looking to get very strong if he does find that carry. Wow, at the top, Shattuck's not looking too bad himself since he has a Veno and an Egg. So he's 1 Veno away from that carry as well. So we potentially have 2 Insectoid players playing insects in game 5, so they're risking it all to win this tournament here. Yeah, and look at this. No has 2 Lava Shaman 2 stars, so this might actually be a really good pick in this lobby, because Divinity Lava Shaman, I think it does beat Insectoid. I want to say it's one of those comps that just has like really good matchups, just seems to struggle against like Sins and Hunters perhaps. But once it gets a 3-star, it's tough to take it down. So whose board do we want to stay on here? Shattuck hasn't started. Has Asu started the transition? Yes, Asu does hit that Venomancer 2-star. Are the items going to be transferred over? I would imagine you get these items on the Veno 2-star. Yes, he does start moving that Shadow Edge. But having to face against the Feathered Sins, Hua, his teammate here. And wow, tons of attack speed, even getting ready for that his own Shadow Edge here. So does the Shadow Crawler take down the Veno too? I mean, I think it does. Yeah, it's not like it's Insectoid just yet. Alright, so Asu going a little bit lower here. Alright, so at what point does he decide to sell off every single unit here? I guess once he finds 4 Insectoid, huh? Maybe another pair? Alright, finds the Thorn upgrade, finds the Wormy. He's definitely not a believer in bench rolling. If you were, you would definitely be bench rolling that Veno. Alright, finds 4 insects. Does he want to go ahead and transition? At least get some melee units in there for the Kira stacks, no? Alright, so this transition slowly but surely coming online here. He at least has 4 Insectoid. It's just missing those duplicates that he needs to get insects online. Feathered Evasion stacks with item? Yes. Alright, Veno 2-star. It does eat the Doom. It's about a quarter of HP left, but it will be doing enough to get over Shattuck's here. So Shattuck's the other player considering insects. So pretty good. Oh, and Boyo. Boyo is the sole 6 Beast player. So 6 Beast, very common, but he's uncontested in this lobby at least. It looks like we may have a DC coming out for Revenge. We might see a pause coming out. Yes, we will have a pause. Revenge DC'd. So, just a fair warning once again. PC client, a bit of an unstable one. So Revenge did DC with the PC. So I hate to say it, but I might DC in this round. I'm just letting you guys know, because I don't want anyone to cry like me, because I'm definitely gonna cry. So it's gonna happen. I'm just mentally preparing for it. I'm praying it doesn't, because I want to see this game all the way through. But it does happen. DC with the PC. Yeah, DC with the PC is very common. That's why I'm prepping you guys. We might crash. Let's hope not. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We crashed every game 1 through 4. We haven't crashed on game 5. That's what I'm saying. It's like I'm feeling kind of sketch right now. Wow, and so Dory really griefing the Avenge Knights. He has more Avenge Knights than he has his own carry. Wow. So just really trying to hinder L finding that Avenge. Yeah, and L only has 1 Avenge Knight and an egg. So maybe Sodori's role was not necessarily to win this one, but maybe just indirectly griefing, or not maybe indirectly, but maybe directly griefing Hua's Feathered Sins, preventing him from getting an early 3-star carry, and then griefing L. So Sodori just on his way out, just saying, screw you guys aren't getting those 3 stars early. So Sodori just kind of biting the bullet for his team and really trying to hinder the other teammates. So that's one way to play it, just grief it. And here we got No with the 3-star lava. Oh, and Shin, appreciate those 100 bits. But 3-star lava shaman is online, so 4 warlock divinity lava. So this is just so strong. It gets insanely stronger if he does manage to get 6 warlock. But hey, let's watch his divinity in action. Sodori just making sure that he gets 8th, but no one gets 1st. Something like that, Kai. Maybe just not necessarily winning it for the team, but helping China lose, basically. So kind of indirectly winning it for Peru. But we'll see if the strategy pays off. That is the strategy for now. But it's going to be Revenge with the Tortilla 2-star versus Divinity Lava. So can Tort 2 stop the lava? I mean, wipes pretty much everything. The Lava Shaman down to a quarter, but now it's going to be silencing everything. So no more damage coming out here. Yeah, Tortilla surely would have clutched it there. But that infinite silence, infinite pure damage coming out is going to secure it here for No. So now No finds himself at the very top of the lobby. L is also streaking here. So Peru had a little bit of the early to mid game. They had Boyo and Shaddix up towards the top. Now it's No at the top with L streaking right now. Shaddix down to half health, 3 loss streak. And where is Shaddix at? Shaddix is just still mid transition. He has a Rogard, a Devastator. Yeah, he has no comp just yet. So Shaddix is still caught transitioning right now. So L is going up against, is this Soduri or who? Looks like Duri. I don't know yet. Yeah, it is Duri. So the Avenge Knight, no Oblivion. So it's actually going to be close. What are the items on the Shadow? Still double Frantic. I guess it depends. Night Shields versus Feather misses. So this could go either way. If the Warpwood falls, then Knights take it. Oh yeah, Warpwood falls. So now the Avenge Knight is on the Shadow carry. Shadow should be taken down there. And it's going to be L maintaining the win streak for himself. Let's see how many... yeah, still griefing 4 Avenge Knights there. But hey, on the bright side, Sodori not taking too much damage himself, honestly. Yeah, just going to get 2 units. Not too bad. Let's actually jump on board with Hua. So we have Sodori running the same comp as Hua here, but Hua, even though it is contested, he's on his way to the 3 stars. And this is crazy. A lot of players really seem to favor buying both of them, huh? I literally only go for one, but hey, if you get both the 3 stars, you're more than likely to win. But wait, what is happening with Asu here? He's trying to transition to this Insectoid, but this is that high risk, high reward style composition. And you see it here, the high risk is in, he's down to 11. So maybe this is also why we're seeing Shaddix fall off a little bit. So Shaddix was near towards the top here. One of the players that got off to a very strong start and trying to transition into his own insects, but can't find that Venom 2-star. So if you get your 4-cost duplicates, then sure, Insectoid is very strong. But as it stands, only has a duplicate of Spider Queen and a duplicate of Lord of Sand at level 8. So not many, yeah, usually you want like 3 4-cost dupes and then you're extremely powerful. He has neither. So can Asu survive a little bit longer? We're getting like a ton of sunlight, but it's all good. Alright, so Asu does have Shadow, has a ton of armor, a little bit of crit. Can he survive? Who's his opponent here? It's gonna be Sodori. Sodori is not the strongest, but might be strong enough to beat the Venom, perhaps. Looks like Sodori is blinking in that Whisper Seer 3-star, getting those early treant spawns. The Venomancer is caught up on the Warped Sage. Now the Shadow and the Taboo are targeting the Venom. This could actually be 11. Because Whisper Seer is going to be spawning a ton. So if the Shadow takes out Venom, I think Asu drops. So this high risk Insectoid comp. Wait a second, Venomancer not giving up. Oh my god. Wow, if Venom would have got critted there, it surely would have been over for Asu. It still might be over. No, this is not going to be 11. It's extremely close. Venom is clutching it. It's refusing to die here. But it is going to get stunned here and will go down. Oh, and the Whisper Seer spawns at the very end. That wasn't 11, but the very last Whisper Seer spawn. Wow, so Asu risking it all, trying to win the game with Insectoid. But that's just the risk you take. And he ends off going out in 8th. That wasn't 11 until the very last millisecond. The Whisper Seer spawned 2 more treants. And I think that was like, exactly 11. What the heck? Wow. Well, Sodori doing more than just grief in this game. He even knocked out Asu. So Sodori right now looking solid. And look at that, it's about a 3-star event. He's about to play feathered 3-star Revenge Knight. Why even bother with a 3-star assassin? Let's get 3-star Revenge Knight in the feather build. Let's go. Oh my god. Yo, Sodori killing it this game. He's griefing 2 players and knocked out a player. That is insane. Yeah, look how much the griefing is paying dividends. Now L down to 6 HP. Maybe if Sodori wasn't, but actually gets knocked down to 6 by the divinity one. It could be said, maybe if Sodori wasn't hard griefing that Avenge, yeah, L has so much gold. He could have surely found that Avenge Knight. But Sodori making sure he doesn't, basically. So now Knights are kind of in an awkward spot. 175 stacks. That's okay. I usually like to think of 200 as the threshold. So not quite over my personal threshold as a hyper carry. So this might be it for L. And if Asu and L fall in 8th and 7th, you know what that means. This is looking prime for Peru to win this. So Knights versus Divinity Mage. I think Revenge is knocking L out here. The Avenge Knight is not nearly a stack to get this. Tortilla casts once. There goes the Argali now. The Avenge Knight is the last one standing here. Avenge Knight Night Shields are good. Tortilla casts one more time. Now the Doom. Avenge Knight is on the... This is going to be 6 damage, and it is 8th and 7th secured for Team China. So job accomplished. Sodori is literally MVP right now for Peru. Not only did he knock out Asu, he prevented L from getting that 3-star. And he's still griefing Hua. Hua's down to 10. Luckily for Hua, did find his own Shadow Crawler, but Sodori just put a wrench into the game plan of Team China. So it doesn't even need to win to make such an influence. Sodori's showing up huge this game. So we'll stick with Hua. If he goes out, GG, Peru actually made the insane comeback to win it. And Shaddix has Insectoid now. Is this gonna be the game point? Oh, this is so crazy. Hua, okay, Hua will be surviving. Shaddix will fall. Oh my god, this is insane. So Sodori, take your 6th place. You did more than enough this game. Very well played, Sodori. Now Shaddix falls to 7. Whew. Alright, so the only way Team China can win is if No and Hua get first and second. So we're gonna stick with Hua, because if he falls, it is game over. Granted, he has a 2-star Shadow Crawler, so if he is gonna get first or second, it's not impossible. I mean, it's a 3-star Shadow. We've seen this build win many times before. He's one away from the Abyssal, so Dory got knocked, so plenty of Abyssals in the pool. So it looks dangerous for Team China. 10 HP, but double 3-star potentially coming out, and now he's gonna get a round 30 rare item. So it looks dangerous, but China's still in this. China is still in this. Oh, but no DPS. Oh my god. I mean, you'll take the Claw Wand, but you want Axe of Fury or Infuse there. So he gets neither. Even Monkey King could have been nice. But hey, you'll take your Claw Wand. So, oof. This is crazy. We have to stay with Hua because it's match point with Hua dropping here. I want to look at Revenge. He's killing it with Divinity Mage. I want to see Shattuck's Insects or Boyo's 6 Beasts. But we have to stay with Hua here. Yeah, no Shadow Edge either. You're right. Alright, Boyo with 6 Beasts. Even has a little bit of Insectoid. Backline of the Razor for the insects as well. So let's see. Shadow 3 versus 6 Beasts. No carry just yet on Boyo's side, so I think Hua will be surviving here. Looks like the Doom is the carry, but it's a Doom 1-star. So Doom 1-star is not going to beat the Shadow 3 for now. So yep, Hua stays surviving for now. Shattuck's surviving as well. Yeah, and just chill with the chat. No self-promo. But yeah, big props. Alright, we gotta stay here. Yeah, one more warning, I'll ban you. Alright, so Hua is just looking to survive, trying to get to second place. Cause No, what is No even running again? So, oh, Divinity Lava with a Curious. Wow. So this has potential to win. It just comes down to Hua here. He has to get second place. Imagine Team China does this comeback. That'd be kind of nuts. Looks like Shattuck did find his Venom 2-star. Boyo still doesn't have his 2-star. So I think Hua is still going to be surviving. It's crazy. I think Hua is just trying to hold on to his gold because he really believes in the Shadow. But now the Shadow versus Veno. And Shadow is just critting away that Veno before he gets any Kira stacks. So there we go. Looks like Shattuck's... Oh, it's a copy. So Shattuck's probably would have fell here. Wait, but there's some 3-star insects on the board. I see a 3-star spider, but it will go down. Last one surviving is that 3-star worm. So Hua still hanging in here. So now No did fall. Who did No fall to? So Revenge absolutely dumpstering No there. So man, this is looking really good for Peru because No is no longer hard streaking. Hua will go ahead and level to 9, throw in that second Abyssal Crawler. Alright, can he maintain? Hua's too comfortable to row? Perhaps, but has to face off against Revenge. Doom 2-star and this Tortilla 2-star with the Scythe, pretty solid. Can Shadow crawl? It does have a Claw Wand, so Shadow should win here. Yeah, Tortilla carry is gone. It comes down to the Warpwood and the Doom. But Shadowcrawler is just an absolute monster. Can the Warpwood survive? No, it's gonna get critted away. So Hua lives to see another round. Boyo falls to 9. Wait a second, this is actually not over. This is actually very scary for Peru right now. Oh, wait a second, it looked like a for sure win, but Boyo and Shattuck's are falling. So it's going to come down to Revenge to win this game. So whatever Revenge does has to specifically counter No and Hua. So Revenge, I believe he did have a Doom. So the Doom is a great call to try to doom out that Lava Shaman. It is the most expensive unit on his board, so good odds of hitting that Lava. So good tech coming out. But it looks like Revenge and Boyo are facing off here. 4 Spirits could be another great consideration against Assassins. So we'll see. It's going to be up to Revenge since he's the healthiest in this game. So it's going to be hard for Peru to throw this since he has 56 HP to figure this out. And he just has to knock out Hua here. It's currently 2-2 if you guys are just coming in. This is match point. Team China has to get a first and a second in order to win this game. So it looks highly probable for Peru to clutch it. Hua beat? No, I know. Hua's on a... It's a Shadow Crawler. That's why I said he's at 10 HP, but he's so strong. So I think Shaddix with his Insectoid will just be dropping here. It seems like insects lose to that Shaman build anyways. Then Boyo finally did get the 2-star Venomancer with 6 beasts, but they seem to be falling here. But yeah, if Peru's gonna win it, it's gonna have to be with Revenge. So whatever Revenge does, he has to counter at least one of these players. Hua tilted me for not 3-star Abby. He has 22 gold. Surely he rolls here. We're just gonna stick with Hua because as soon as he gets knocked, it's over. That or if No gets knocked. But both of them running very strong comps. So there's the infused mass he wanted to see. So that Shadow Crawler carry is a little bit stronger. Didn't even have to roll for the Abyssal. It just showed up. It just came to him. So double 3-star and teching in a little bit of the Priest in case he does lose, so he doesn't lose too much. But I don't think he's in any position to lose. I think he's going to continue winning. He actually beats everyone in the game right now. So until Revenge is able to counter this, who is going to maintain the streak? So Shaddix Insectoid versus Feathered Sins. That kind of goes a little bit towards the Feathered Sins if you can catch the Venomancer blink. Alright, Venomancer is on this far right side. The Shadow Crawler is about to start attacking the Veno, but now both 3-star carries on the Venomancer. So Venomancer blinks out of there, instant transmission. And then, but yeah, still the Feather looks to be good. So it looks like Boyo will drop and then Shaddix will get defeated. Wow, this is actually so close. So it comes down to Revenge. This is the last hope for Peru. If Revenge loses to No and Hua, then Team China still wins. This is actually scary. Revenge is at 10 with 13 gold, so not too much to roll for here. He has the Doom. He's gonna go ahead and frontline that Tortilla Elder. Man, oh man, I think both comps are kind of favored into this. So Feathered Sins is surely favored into this, and Divinity Lava with the silences is also favored. So this is kind of crazy. Yeah, he only has 1 Shaman a ways away from the Defector. He actually has 4 Spirit though, so he can at least try that. But he just played the Assassin person first. So he knows he's playing the Divinity next. So 4 Spirits isn't gonna help against that that Lava Shaman. It's whether Hua knocks out first. Yeah, they gotta be very careful to not knock each other out. So wow, Revenge on a 4 loss streak right now. And he has to... Oh my god, no way. No way. This is craziness. Absolute craziness. So yeah, he's not gonna go ahead and put in the 4 Spirits just yet since he knows he's facing off No. So it's just gonna go ahead and reposition. We got an Ice Armor Barbaric Curious on this Lava, so nothing's gonna kill this bad boy. So there we go, Revenge versus No. But is Revenge playing the copy of Hua actually? No, it's No versus Hua. Does No knock out Hua? No, I think Feathered Sins will beat the Lava. Man, Divinity Lava Shaman, and now the silence is going to be applied to the Tortilla. So once again, Revenge is losing, and Hua beating No. So this is crazy. So this is a round where Revenge knows. Never mind. Revenge knows he's playing Hua, so he can go ahead and tech in his 4 Spirits to see if 4 Spirits will be enough to take down the Sins. Sometimes it can, sometimes it doesn't. It really depends on the Petrify procs. I don't know if I don't think Granny's the unit you need here. It's a lot of go to commit to the bench. And there we go. 4 Shaman is ready to go. So he's going to go ahead and give up the Warped Sage, give up the Doom. Can he transfer the items in time? At least he does have the 4 Shamans activated. That might be good enough. But the 4 Shamans do not go in. Wow, so neither 4 Spirits or 4 Shamans. Oh my god, so Revenge is going to take another shot here. I thought this was the round where Revenge could knock out Hua. But neither counter was activated. So Revenge is gonna go down within 20, I believe. Yeah, 20 HP. Does Hua imagine no knocks out Hua? No, Hua's still chilling. So ever since Hua hit that 3-star shadow, it's been nothing but wins here. And Revenge, nothing but losses. 6 loss streak. So definitely, it's a very tense situation here. He has the option for 3 Spirits or 4 Shaman. I think he really had to rely on knocking Hua out since he's at 10. So it's going to be tough to knock out No at 32. No way Team China clutches this from No, right? That is just absurd. They actually take an 8th and 7th and it's this close. Even with Sodori doing everything he could to grief the players, it's still neck and neck. So it looks like he did decide to commit to the Shaman variant instead. He's still keeping on to the pair of the Grannies. I guess eventually he might get out of Mage and just go 4 Shaman Legendary Divinities, which is a way to keep scaling this build. Especially when someone is running Marine, because so let's say, yeah, exactly, 4 Marine, 6 Feathered. So this is probably a point where you can consider dropping Mages and teching in like a 2-star Dev or a 2-star Granny. But yeah, so Hua just played Revenge, so Revenge will be playing No. So that Lava Shaman will be getting transformed into something that's not a lava, perhaps. But it might not be enough to kill No here. Oh, scratch that. He's actually placing the Assassin again. And wow, the Shadow Crawler in the perfect position to kill off the Tortilla carry. But it gets Penguin. So Shadow Crawler is going to have to wait 1 second here. But it is 4 Marine on the side of Hua here. Shadow Crawler hasn't transformed yet. Transformed to an Argali. But Revenge down to 2 HP. No way. Are you... This is actually happening? Peru was within... Like, they just needed they just needed 1 person to get knocked. And now Revenge. 7 loss streak. 2 HP. Are you serious right now? Team China hanging in there. They did not give up. Through the 8th and 7th, through the Sodori, just hard taking away the carries. Revenge at his last life. This is the last round here. He might decide to a Divinity Lava. Let's see what happens. I mean, maybe the Doom is good. So the Divinity Lava, ults to the back, has yet to transform though. It doesn't transform, and Lava Shaman still survives, and Revenge goes down. Team China wins Game 5 and wins the finals. Are you serious? I think Peru was already celebrating. They called it GG. 8th and 7th for China. Peru was confident they can secure it. But Team China never gave up, hanging in there. Hua with the double 3-star. Double infused mass, and is gonna secure the victory. So this game went down to the wire all the way to round 42. Wow, Peru should have, like, I thought Peru was surely gonna win that. I had counted China out, but they just hung in there. So Divinity Lava Shaman, look at these items on the lava, and look at the items on the Shadow or Abyssal, whatever it may be. But wow, China with the clutch. Man, I low-key kind of wanted to see Peru clutch it. I was rooting for Peru. I wanted to see the upset over China. But hey, China deserved it. They came to play. They never gave up. They made great comp decisions early in the set. And here it goes. Came down to the very end. Who was a beast? Yeah, Feather Sins popping off there. So there we have it. That one was just so close. It's just so heartbreaking. I know it was just so close for Peru to win that. But it is what it is. Team China will win game 5. At least it was extremely close. Man, it was just so close though.